everyone, and welcome to my 2,500 day world tour video. This world was entirely streamed over on my Twitch channel, so I will link that down below in the description. But a little bit about this world, we started it on April 5th of 2022, so we are a couple months away off of the 1-year anniversary. We have a couple of videos already on the channel about the beginnings of this world, but since the last video of that, I haven't really updated about this entire world. So I'm gonna go through the entire world and what we have so far. It's still a relatively new world days-wise, but we have lots of different builds in this entire world, and I will take you through every single one of them so you can check them out with me. Starting here, we are at our spawn. Our spawn is nothing too crazy, it's just a lot of little farms. This is where we started out. It's basically our humble beginning. So we've got some sheep, some cows, just some little farms. These were my beginning villagers over here that got me all my diamond gear to start off the entire world. But since then we did move on. I haven't really done anything here. I also don't really have any plans for spawn. It's basically just a big place where we can put all of our farms and such. So we've got like our bee farm, just a simple wool farm, iron farm, anything that can go within spawn chunks, we have put here. So again, nothing really to sneeze at. It's just a big mess of things, and we just, we just kind of do what we gotta do here. Nothing really fancy, but if you follow me, we go past all of these villagers here, if you follow me, we will head over to one of our actually newer builds. This is the flower field. The flower field started during my subathon during the month of December. I did a big subathon, and I wanted to give the people that donated so graciously and generously, I wanted to give them something in the world that they could look at and just show the absolute sheer support that my community has given me, because they are just incredible. So throughout my 8 days of streaming, I recorded and gave everyone who donated a flower in the flower field. The roses signify day 1 of the subathon. The peonies are day 2. We've got lilacs for day 3, cornflowers day 4, red tulips day 5, orange tulips day 6, pink tulips day 7, and then over here, 9 days of subathon. I know how long I streamed. 9 days of the subathon. We've got white tulips for day 8, and then we've got poppies for day 9. So yeah, above every single one of them, we have the donators who helped out during the subathon, but over here we've got like a ton of the supporters. So we've got different viewers like Dayer and Blubber and Fenstar, Semi, some really cool people who were just absolutely incredibly generous during that subathon. And so yeah, this is just a cute little build. It's not really finished. I want to do more over here, but it was a cute little thing to get the world tour started. So that's about it in the spawn chunks. We don't really have much here, but as we keep going, there's a lot cooler stuff for me to show you guys. So we will head into the Nether Roof real quick so I can show you guys the rest of it. On our Nether Roof, there's not really much that I can show you guys, just a bunch of farms. We've got just our iron farm, a big gold farm over there. We've got a bartering farm below it, guardian farm this way, but as we go this way, this is where the core of the world really is, and this is where the majority of our builds actually are. So if we just go over to this portal right over here, you guys will see the storage room. This here is the storage room. This is the first build that I made in this world. We started it around day 300, I want to say. And originally it was only this top level, this second level here, and this room over here. Originally it was only that. Recently we've come back and we have added 2 more levels because I needed to store more stuff. It's not entirely finished. We ended up just doing this in the last couple months, but we needed to sort more stuff. It's still a work in progress, but this can now sort automatically over 700 items, and it's something that is very, very necessary in my hardcore worlds. I use a lot of different materials to build, and so each one of these items that are shown like above any of the chests, they automatically get sorted when I put anything into this chest up here. So anything put into this chest will automatically sort It'll go all the way around through hopper lines, automatically sort into its designated chest. So it's very, very useful. I use it all of the time. I tend to deal with shulker monsters and chest monsters a lot. In fact, I still have quite a bit of a chest and shulker monster down here. Even with the storage room being complete now, you know, I still deal with a lot of hoarding issues. And so this is very useful for me to be able to find all of my items very quickly if I needed to. But that is the end of the storage room. The outside, we found this really cool island formation when we first started this world. We went out exploring and we were trying to find a good place for our storage room to be, and we came across this crescent moon shaped island. And I thought, oh, that would be really cool to put like a circle in the middle of it, kind of have the storage room be a part of this island. And so I ended up putting the storage room here. It was an absolute pain because I had to basically drain a ton of water for it when I hadn't really gone and looted any monuments yet for sponges. So it was just a real pain, but I think it ended up looking really, really cool because this island as well is surrounded by 4 different biomes. And I just think it looks spectacular. I think it came out really, really cool. But yeah, basically we can just fly right in, grab whatever we need, and then we can just fly right out and go wherever we have to go. So yeah, and now I'll show you guys onto the next big part of my world. We'll just go through the portal once more, and you guys will be transported to Strawberry Valley. So this is a huge build. This is a huge build that is always ongoing. This is Strawberry Valley. It's supposed to be an overgrown strawberry patch that has 1 house for each member of Strawberry Rank in my Discord. Strawberry Rank can be purchased for 75,000 channel points in my Twitch streams. So anyone who has a house here has saved up 75,000 channel points and redeemed it for themselves. And then I build them a custom house. You can also get armor stands. So this is one of Fozger's armor stands. And you can customize them throughout the entire place. But yeah, this is one of my absolute favorite builds. I think it has so much character. This pink wood is actually jungle wood that I have retextured. I made this texture pack myself. And it's one of the first ever texture packs I've made. And I just think it looks so cool. But yeah, so this whole place has a ton of character. This is Abby's juice stand. Abby's Twitch name is Applejuice, and so I just love how Abby incorporated that into her own build. And then we've got a lot of people in the community who have redeemed armor stands for them and like put them together at the juice stand. I think that is just so fun. It really just like tells a whole story, and I just love it. So we've actually got we've got a menu here, and yeah, it's just awesome. But yeah, whenever I'm building any of these houses, I try to take people's personalities into consideration. So Fick is one of my mods on Twitch, and they wanted a treehouse, and so I built this big treehouse for them. And I know that they love plants as well. Huge plant lover, so I added a ton of plants in their house for them. Symbolize how much they love plants and everything. But yeah, so there's just tons of quirky little things in this whole village. Almost too much to show, but there's over, I believe, 80 houses in this whole village so far, and we still have about 30 to go, and it's constantly ongoing. As I stream more on Twitch, more people are getting Strawberry Rank, and so there will always be new houses to put into Strawberry Valley. Overlooking Strawberry Valley, if you have not seen, this is a huge castle. This is my trading hall. This is the first ever castle that I built in hardcore. First ever castle basically built at all. It has a ton of villagers that have all been cured, and they all have the lowest price. And then behind it is my first ever organic as well. We did this big cherry blossom tree kind of sweeping into the wind with the petals coming off, and then some custom terraformed cliffs here. But yeah, I'm really, really proud of this build. I think it's super cool, and the inside is all just filled with villagers. I tried to theme every room to all the different workers. So we've got our armorers, blacksmiths, and weaponsmiths here. We've got all of our leather workers here with some leather on the wall and everything. Up here we've got our fishermen, our shepherds. We've got our fletchers and our masons here. Cute little balcony where you can just like chillax right here. Super cute. Then our cleric, little guy just like staring out into space here. Up here we've got all our farmers. I get all my food from these guys. I always buy my golden carrots from them. And then the next room, you actually can't get to it from the inside. You do have to fly out and go through a window, but that's okay. It's a bit of a design flaw, but I don't mind. But we've got our cartographers and our librarians here. But yeah, so that is Strawberry Valley and my trading hall. We have a little storage room just to not miss anything. This is where I just keep all of my stuff for it. I don't have to keep going back and forth from the storage room to here. So I've got most of the things that I need here. Sometimes I do have to keep going back, but most of the stuff that I need for this build is all kept there. But yeah, we're actually going to go back to the storage room real quick. Heading back to the storage room, we're actually going to leave real quick. And we're going to come over this way, just over the mountain to the setting sun. And this is my first big build that it was for a viewer on this world. This is the Hippocampus build. This build was done for Grumpy Plum. Grumpy Plum is a longtime viewer of my channel, and I added a redeem called the Spirit Redeem, where if you redeemed a spirit, I would build you a massive organic of whatever you wanted. So Grumpy Plum really wanted a hippocampus, which is basically a giant seahorse. But I think this one just came out like so freaking cool. It's got stained glass for the fins, and it's just got this really interesting kind of tiger-like texture on the back, and I just think it came out so fantastic. And it looks awesome with this coral reef. Sometimes you can see the coral reef reflecting in the tail, and then on the back we have Grumpy Plum, who is taking a little ride on the hippocampus here, just having the time of their life. But moving on to just over here, in the same ocean, we have our second spirit build, and this was for my mod, Sunny Canyon. Sunny Canyon is a huge fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and so she wanted a massive lion turtle with cherry blossoms on the back, and I think this guy just came out so freaking cool. So yeah, this was the second spirit ever redeemed. This was a really interesting face to do. We used a bunch of different types of wood, and I spent so long trying to get this face correct. It just was not happening for the longest time. And the lion turtle also has these massive mane curls that I tried to do out of just regular logs, and I think it actually looked pretty cool. One of my favorite things though is if you go down here and you look up, you can see him just like walking over you, which I think that would just be so crazy if you were swimming in the ocean and all of a sudden you see this guy just walking right over you. But yeah, so this guy is definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, so we did some custom cherry blossom trees on the back as per Sunny's request, and it's just all overgrown, super pretty. And then we've got some floating lanterns to really to just add a little bit of light to it. So I think it looks absolutely delightful at the night, and very, very menacing with his pointed dripstone teeth and then his magma blocks for eyes. I think this guy just turned out absolutely amazing. I'm very, very proud of this build. We actually have a ton of spirits left in the queue, but this is the last spirit that I have completed right now. When we get over to this one, there is another one being built right next to it that has been redeemed by the same person. So the same person has saved up enough channel points in order to redeem two spirits right next to each other, and they're both based off of the game Horizon Zero Dawn. So we're just gonna go through this nether portal right here, and I will show you guys the builds. So over here are my two builds for my friend Todan. He's one of my really good friends, and he has saved up enough channel points in order to redeem two different spirits. This first one is the first one we built of his, and it is the Tallneck from Horizon Zero Dawn. He also wanted to be grappling down off the side of its head. And then above it, we have started work on the Stormbird. His second spirit redeemed was a Stormbird. We've just started the outline of it. So if you want to see the construction of this, definitely check out my Twitch streams because it is very interesting to build. It's going to be really cool when it's all done. You guys get a little sneak peek, even though it's nowhere near done yet. But this guy is going to be huge with his wings all the way up and everything. It's going to be very, very cool. This Tallneck took about, I don't remember, maybe a little over a week to fully build. It took a long time to get this guy right. Dan has his own Minecraft world as well, and he loves to decorate with ancient debris, and so I ended up getting some ancient debris and using it for the tail over here. So I think these guys look really cool. They're basically just giant robots, so it was really interesting to try and form the plating of these robots with just Minecraft blocks. It was definitely very interesting figuring it out, but I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. I'm very, very proud of this. Probably my favorite build so far, at least of my organics, because it is just, I think it's just stunning. Once the Stormbird is all complete as well, it's gonna be even cooler to be able to see the Stormbird just like swooping out over the Tallneck. So yeah, moving on to the next one. This is going to be the last build in my world, but it is probably one of the most stunning. So this last build is in the end. It is not on the main end island. I do have a build planned for the main end island that we will get to eventually, but this one is in one of the gateways. So if you want to follow me into the gateway, you will be transported to the birthday realm. This is the birthday realm. This build contains 12 different castles, one for each month of the year. Each month is based off of the birthstone of each month. And so we have January with garnet, February, which is amethyst, March, which is aquamarine, April is diamond, May is emerald. That's also my birthday, so I'm gonna have an armor stand in here. We have pearl, which is in June. July is ruby, August is peridot or peridot, however you say it. September is sapphire, October is opal, November is citrine and topaz. We kind of did both together because I think they just look really cool. December is zircon, I believe. I could be saying that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's zircon. This build took so long to do. This build took over a month just to construct all of the castles, and then at least half of a month to get all of the decorations in and the spots for all of the armor stands. So each castle has spots for armor stands. If you redeem an armor stand, then you will get an armor stand in your birthday month's castle. So over here we have Jay, we have Lehala, we have Anne, and then you get to also customize your armor stands however you would like. All of the mods as well over on Twitch, they also get their own. So Sunny also had a birthday, so she got a free item, and she chose a golden carrot. Then Stoic had a birthday as well, and got a little azalea bush. But yeah, so if you want to get an armor stand in these as well, you can head on over to the Twitch. You just have to have 3 days of watch time and save up enough channel points in order to have your own armor stand here. You can also upgrade your armor stand, and you can also purchase pets for it. You can purchase decorations to go around with it. And if you get the medium stand, which is the one that those were the ones that were at the back of the castle, you also get a watch time banner that updates every single week of watch time you get. All of the castles are also separated into seasonal quadrants. So here we have December, January, and February in the winter quadrant. We have March, April, May in the spring quadrant, which is all decorated for spring. Then June, July, and August in the summer one. We've got some happy bees dancing over here. And then we have September, October, and November all in the fall or autumn quadrant. And yeah, this is one of the builds that I am just the most proud of. Just being able to come through this gateway portal and being surrounded by 12 giant castles. I think it just came out so incredible. And even though it was a pain to mine all of this deep slate was mined by hand. The end result is just so fantastic. I am so very proud of this build. That is the end of the world tour. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This is, again, a very young world. So if you want to see it continue, we have so many plans for the rest of this world. And I can't wait to take you guys on that journey with me. So if you want to continue watching this journey, you can check out the description, which has a link to my Twitch, and you can come watch every single day at 8 p.m. PST, around there. Sometimes I'm early, sometimes I'm late, but I'm almost always there. And if not, you can also join the Discord, and you can get updates whenever I am live, or if I'm taking a night off, whatever you would like. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and I hope to see you guys next at the 5,000 day world tour. See you later.